Hello, everybody. Welcome back to another episode. Today we have Om Chaturvedi joining in. So, Om is an entrepreneur and founder of Peplo Software. So, thank you very much, Om, for joining in. It's a pleasure to have you. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Lakshit, for inviting. So finally, we are here, and we were
Yeah,
planning this for months. So
yeah,
thank you for inviting me.
yeah. It's my pleasure. It's my pleasure to have you. Before beginning and getting into any conversation, it would be great if you can, tell me what you do and how did it begin. And yeah,
Okay, so how did it begin? It is a quite long story, but
okay,
I think it is must that everyone should know how I started. So actually, currently, I am founder of Peplo Softwares, and here at Peplo Softwares, we provide software development services like website development services, application development services, digital marketing, and graphic design mainly. And this is not my first startup, and I have started many things and I failed up. So the story starts from 2017 when I was in 8th standard, 8th grade, and I was just reading an article regarding Jeff Bezos, that this is a man who earns thousands of dollars per minute. So I didn't had any idea that who is Jeff Bezos. So I was just surprised that how is he making a lot of money. So then I got an idea that okay, he is a owner of an e-commerce website, that is Amazon. So then at that moment of time, I was an 8th standard student. So that at that time, I thought that I should also start my own e-commerce brand that will be completely Indian. So this is how I started. Then when I further researched about e-commerce things and all, then I got to know that uh, starting an e-commerce brand is quite costly because the maintenance of website and the initial development of the website costs around 60 to 70,000.
Hmm.
So I was unable to afford any the professional who can make a website for me. So I thought that I will become a website developer. I will learn the website development skill and I will make website for myself.
Mm-hmm.
So it was started here. The Then I started learning the website development skill. I became a website developer. But when when I was successful in making a website for myself, at that time I thought I got to know that the website developers, these companies charge too much. Okay, means 50,000 to 60,000 just for a simple e-commerce website. So I think this is quite high, where we can design a website just for 5 to 7,000. It's as cheap as that. So then I got to know that major companies are charging too much. Even the freelancers are charging too much for a simple website. It was around June 2018 or something.
Mm-hmm.
So I started making myself skilled in website development more. And
Okay,
at that moment of time, I was also engaged in digital marketing. So
okay,
I did a startup as Rapid Up Media
mm-hmm.
that was into marketing.
Okay.
So that was a huge failure, and I had to discontinue Rapid Up Media in just 2 months. So then this is how Peplo Software started in 2018 November.
Okay, and how has been the journey? Like, what have you experienced, and how are things going on?
I think the journey in the initial days was quite difficult because the societal pressure, okay, the friends, they used to tease me because I was different. Okay, yes, and the brand name which I thought that is Peplo Software, it sounds little weird. That Peplo, what does this word mean? Okay, the word means nothing. Okay, but my intention was for choosing this name was I thought about Google. Okay, what does Google mean? Google mean nothing. Okay, the word Google has no meaning. And then I just thought something and just I chose my brand name. So I was being teased by my friends for choosing such brand name. Okay, because in my city where I live, here entrepreneurship and business is for the mentality of the people is like these things are done by the elders and not by the youngster students.
Mm.
Okay, so I was different from the crowd, and that was the reason I was being criticized by the society. The society was the first obstacle which I faced. And the second one was my studies, my academics. And I was not that good in academics. I was just an average guy. And I think these things distracted me more. So my parents were also quite worried that बच्चा बिगड़ रहा है थोड़ा और पैसे के पीछे भाग रहा है. The people used to also say the same thing कि पैसे के पीछे भाग रहा है अभी से. But my intentions were something different, doing something good and big in my life.
Mm.
So there are difficulties in, I think, every entrepreneur's life.
Yeah.
So I think I face the same things.
Okay. Okay. And uh, why did you wanted to start it? Like, of course, being an entrepreneur. So when you say people teased me, so did that come to your mind that I should stop it and get back to my studies? Or were you like, no, I must continue? And before that, why did you think to even become an entrepreneur and start at that in just when you were in ninth or tenth? Why?
Exactly, because I wanted to do something different. Okay, I was always inspired by the man who made Facebook, that is Mark Zuckerberg. Okay, he made Facebook at the age of 17. So I was also a guy that I always used to think something that I should do something. I should do
Mm,
something in my life at as early as possible. Okay, because I don't want to be a guy who just follows a crowd, who just pursues his education, takes a degree, and just gets into the 9 to 5 job.
yeah.
Okay, I think that's not I am made for. I always thought that. So I thought of becoming an entrepreneur. And the second reason of starting specifically into the software sector was that I thought that the coming startups don't have lots of fun to spend. Okay, and I think in for a startup, for a company, a website, a application, a logo, and some content is the basic stuff. And if they end up spending lakhs or 2 lakhs for just these basic things, then what they will do further? Okay,
Yeah.
and these things actually don't cost that much. Okay, so my aim was to bring some cost effective solutions in this particular industry. So these were my two.
Okay, okay, okay. And did you like how many what did you learn, being a kid, like, having your own company at such a small age, and then creating websites. I think web designing is in itself a huge thing. You have to learn a lot of things, know a lot of things. So what did you learn in that phase of learning and making your company by your, giving birth to it by your own hands?
The major thing was of my journey, I think, that the practical exposure. Okay,
Mm.
a school going kid or a college going boy cannot get the practical experience. He doesn't know how does the industries work. Okay, how do people interact outside the school. And I think I'm talking about the practical things. Okay, if a guy just he's just a student. Okay, and when he completes his uh, degree college and his education, his higher education, then at that moment of time he gets into the practical world. He gives interviews, he fails, and then he learns. Okay, but I started interacting with lots of people, freelancers, professionals, experts, and CEOs of many companies at a young age. So the thing, I was a very introvert guy, and still I'm quite introvert, but yes, I have improved a lot. I was unable to speak a single sentence. Okay, though I had a lot of knowledge in my mind, but I was unable to speak anything because my communication skills were quite weak. And today also they are weak, but I'm improving. And that's all because of entrepreneurship. And the main thing that I have saw a change in myself is the mindset.
Mm.
And today I say that age doesn't matter. All that matters is your mindset. And entrepreneurship business has improved the way of my thinking. Earlier, I was a guy of problems. Everywhere I used to see problems. And almost everyone, okay, 80% of the people in the world see problems everywhere. But now I'm the guy of opportunities. Everywhere where I look, I see lots of opportunities, lots of startup ideas, lots of business ideas, and lots of problems to solve. So that's what the major change I saw in myself.
Okay, okay, interesting. And why do you like what was your you know you say you wish to see change, you wish to try to say change something through entrepreneurship. So what was the reason you got this idea of starting an e-commerce site first? Like, just want to know about that. Like, why did you get that idea to start first?
Exactly. I call this thought as an immature thought because I was just a 8th standard child, a kid. So I just, when I was reading about Jeff Bezos, then I'm kind of patriotic guy. So I thought that ये अमेरिकन क्यों है, कोई इंडियन क्यों इतना अमीर बन रहा है, कोई इंडियन क्यों इतना हर मिनट में इतने पैसे क्यों नहीं कमा रहा है, what is Ambani doing, is he sleeping? So I
Yeah.
was just this was just an immature thought which came into my mind. I call it immature now. At that time I thought that it's a great thought, I should go for it. So that moment I thought that I should start and I will make India proud. So I was a kid and a patriotic kid, so I thought these things. But later, with some time, I got mature. I got the knowledge that okay, not only me but many people thought of this, and thousands of people are doing e-commerce only in India. Now the number is in lakhs, in millions, but at that time, not many people were aware. Okay, as the internet was not available, the prices were too high, so the internet access were not with many people. So
Mm.
slowly and steadily, I just got the proper way of thinking and way of taking decisions. So my first decision was quite immature, but the important thing is that I implemented it. Okay, I not
Mm.
laughed on myself. Yes, I laughed on myself, but then too I implemented it. Later or sooner, I implemented it.
Okay, okay. And do you see an improvement in your own what I wanted to ask is like do have you seen an improvement in your studies, in your marks because of entrepreneurship? Has there been, it's just I've heard a lot of people that when they do things like being a creator, things like creating a company where they do different skills in different type of tasks, it improves their studies also. So have you seen some improvement in that point of view of your life?
Exactly. That's a very great question. As I said earlier, that I was an average guy in my studies. Okay, I never scored more than 70% till my ninth standard. Okay, it was just my 10th standard, 10th boards where I scored a little up. That was around 80%. And now currently I come in top 5 of my college. Okay, now I am pursuing my college from commerce stream, and I will not say that I am rank 1, but yes, I can say that I am one of the top 5 students in academics also. And I think business entrepreneurship uh, not only makes you money, okay, name, fame, these are some materialistic things, but the main things are skills. And being an entrepreneur has made me quite more disciplined, more consistent. Okay, and that's what academics also needs. Okay, your studies needs consistency and hard work along with smart work and a good focus. So I have saw a great improvement in my academics, and now I'm amongst the topper in my college, and I'm improving.
Okay, okay. And how has been your parents' response to it when they see improvement in your studies and improvement in every other skill of your life? How do they feel?
They are happy, they are proud, and they think that I will continue this journey and my entrepreneurship journey and my academics and balancing both, because I have so many entrepreneurs who just criticize the education system, but I was not the one. I tried to balance both things because I knew that education is what is it is a part of life, and it makes, I think, it makes a sense of thinking more better.
Hmm.
And as a child I was quite immature, but it is due to education that I became matured. Okay, and so I never thought that education is a boj for me, but I thought it has a part of life, and I tried maintaining both. And earlier my parents were worried, but now they are fine, they are relaxed, and they know that okay, what I'll do good things, and I'll just balance the both of my things, my academics and my entrepreneurship career.
Okay, okay. Great. And that's nice that you shared that with me. And very, very, yeah, it's interesting to know how things change and how things become. Uh, and like how was the starting phase of creating it? How was the starting phase for understanding things? How things were happening? What did you learn? What did you understand?
So earlier I was, when I got into the software industry. So actually I was highly active in social media marketing at that time. So
Hmm.
I had some clients, I had some uh, group of people who knew me and I knew them. They were there were professionals, there were website developers, graphic designers. So I never thought that I will start my company which will be in a software sector, because I was quite relatable. to in marketing and design sector. Though I know how to develop a website, but I
Uh-huh.
was not that professional. And today also I'm not that professional in creating websites.
Okay.
And my interests are in marketing and design. So we can say that the people you are around affects your life, affects your decisions. So at that time I was in connection with many freelancers, many people who are professionals in various different industries, but ultimately these industries were interrelated on each other. Okay, because if, for example, if you are going for a startup, okay, that is completely online, completely based on internet. So what things you will need first? You will go for a logo. You will start with the application website. Okay, so these things are related to each other. Okay, but the professionals are not the same. Okay, the one who is a graphic designer is in most cases is not a website developer. The one who is a website developer is in most cases is not, in most of the cases is not an application developer. So I was in connection with many freelancers, so I
Mm-hmm.
just had a conversation with them, and then I thought of a great idea of starting something with a combination. Okay, and then we started packages. We made some packages, and we started searching for startups who need who might get help from our packages. And then that's how we started, that's how we got our first client. And in my initial days I was always in search of my clients, and currently clients are in search for me, clients are in search for my company, because we offer great services at most reasonable cost. Okay, and that was our aim, to help startups in a cost effective solution. Okay, so that's what the journey was, and I learned lots of things. Okay, that my team, currently my team consists of around 25 to 26 professionals from all over India, and we are
Mm-hmm.
working from home since 2018. It's not that this
Okay.
pandemic made us to work from home, but we are working from work from home model from 2018 back. So that's how ideas come, and we get to learn many things from each other, mostly the teammates, my professionals, etc. So that's how the journey was.
Okay. Okay. Great. Happy to hear. And it's nice to know you, and thank you very much for sharing it again. Um, and this one thing you were speaking about your friends and making you and joking on you. How is their reaction, and how do they uh, what has changed towards you, their their behavior to you? It's how things have changed now.
I think earlier they earlier I used to talk to them a lot. Okay, and they were not they were not interested in me. Okay, I used to always talk about startups, companies, and they were like, no, they were like Avengers, Spider-Man, and Marvel. Okay, so currently I don't have lots of friends. Currently I have just reduced my circle to a great extent, and I don't believe in making friends. I see that mindset, uh, a similar mindset of a guy can be a friend. And yes, I had a very big friend circle earlier, but now I have reduced it to a greater extent. And currently, my friends appreciate me. Okay, and some of them are inspired by me. They try to copy me, and they also ask me for some business ideas. They ask me for startup ideas. They ask me for work. They say
Okay.
that, can we work with you? So that's a great change I have saw in my friends. So that's how the things changed with time. And also I have also improved a lot, and tackle those criticism at the earlier, and now those criticisms are converted into support. So that's a great thing.
Yeah, true, true. Thank you. Yeah, and so yeah, it's great to have. It's nice to hear these thoughts, and yeah, it's interesting. So before I think we have discussed about every part of it and everything. So before ending up this, what would be your message to anybody who wants to start a company or wants to become an entrepreneur or do something? What would be your message to them?
The first thing I would like to say to the youngsters, and to anybody who who wants to become an entrepreneur, or want to do to go for a startup or to start a company. The first thing I would like to share is to implement what you learn. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
I have failed in many startups, and recently 2 months back I started with a company named as Peplo Musics. Okay, and that thing just got failed, just got vanished in just 2 months. And that was because lack of experience. Okay, and lack of experience comes with lack of implementation. Okay, Okay, I had some knowledge, but I never implemented it, and that's where I lose. That's where I lost the game. So the first thing is that, for example, if I take digital marketing, if you go on Instagram currently and you
Mhm.
just go and search uh, that digital marketing expert, you will get thousands of profile who have written a digital marketing expert in their profile. Okay,
Okay.
I am practicing digital marketing since past 3 years. I don't call myself expert, but these people just do some courses from Google, get certification from HubSpot, and start calling them that they are expert. And the truth is that they have never ever implemented that how a Facebook ad runs. Okay, they don't know this. So the first thing, the first step is that implement what you learn, and the
Mm.
second thing is that fuck what people think, fuck what people say. Okay, because they are not of your mindset. Okay, your mindset is quite evolved. You have a wide, I think, a wide mindset, a greater mindset than everyone in your circle.
Mhm.
So the second thing and the third thing is reduce your circle. Okay, connect with like-minded people and the people who are above you. Okay, if you want to become a entrepreneur, then you should connect with the already existing entrepreneur who has some experiences. So what so that guy is experienced, so you can learn something from him. Okay,
Mm.
so that will be, I think that will be quite time saving. What mistakes he made, you will not make those mistakes, and you will just correct yourself whenever you are on the way of making a mistake. So I think this is the third most step, and the fourth step is to read books, take maximum knowledge, and implement, and nothing I can offer more. Thank you.
Yeah. Really, really true, and that's wonderful that you joined me home. It was wonderful having you. Thank you for sharing your journeys and ideas, and thank you for sharing your, things about your how your family reacted and how things worked, your journey, and how your friends did, and how were they now, and yeah, sharing things before and after and now. So yeah, thank you very much. It's my pleasure to have you. Thank you.